I'm going to show you how to make beef jerky, kind of a, I don't know if it's a lazy way or not, but there's different ways. You can make marinades and stuff if you want to make your own. There's recipes for it. I don't like to do that. I'm lazy. What I do is I get London broil. This is what I get. I buy these because there's usually not too much fat on them. And I've got about 5.5 pounds of meat, which should be about 2 pounds, maybe a little more than that, when it's actually beef jerky. And for my marinade, we're doing just had this in the fridge. It's just Lowry's Caribbean jerk marinade, and just mix that up in a bowl with some crushed red pepper to make it spicy, and some whole black peppers, and marinate it for 2 days, 2.5 days, and then dry it for about 8 hours, and it'll be beef jerky. And then one tip to help with this, you kind of freeze the meat a little bit, not where it's all the way frozen. You can see it's sort of still pliable, but it's been in the freezer about 4.5 hours or so. It just makes it a lot easier to cut. And we're going to try to slice it on our Chefco slicer here. I'm going to try to slice some meat here. Let's see how thick I want it. So we'll try that for now. Yeah, I think that's probably a good thickness. Got my meat slicer, makes easy work of that. But a lot of these though, just the way the meat was cut, they're too wide. I don't like them. I don't like my beef jerky this wide. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get my my chef's knife out here and trim a little bit of fat that I see off of them and just make them thinner. And we'll just be putting them into this bowl, and then add the marinade, and we'll stick it in the fridge for 2 days, and then we'll make jerky. Alright, then right now what we're doing here is the meat slicer. I was cutting them a little bit wider than I really wanted. You want them not really this wide, so I'm just sitting here kind of cutting them. I'm marinating my meat and try to mix it all in here. And this is 2 jars of actually about 1.5 jars of Caribbean jerk marinade with a little bit of hot pepper sprinkled in. And when I put them on the dehydrator, I'll put some more hot peppers on some of it. Yes, I have that hot flavor here, so that's pretty much all there is to this here. Just try to make sure that everything gets coated. And this is going to sit in the fridge for 2 days here. Right now it's I don't know, about 11 o'clock on a Thursday night, and this will sit in the fridge, and I'll just start drying it out actually Saturday about 6 o'clock at night. It should be done around 2 or 3 that morning. And then hopefully I'm not going to be too hammered to get it onto the dehydrator. Alright, that's all for now here, so we'll check back here in a couple of days. Our meat. And remember this, actually I cut all this up, started marinating it real late on a Thursday night. Now it's like 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So it's got a good 2 days or whatever, 2.5 days of marinating. Hopefully it's good. I'll show you how to load it up. We're gonna load it up here. You just want to take the meat, and you can't see it. You want to wring off the extra marinade and just place it on the dehydrator, and try to make even layers possible. And this is where if you want it spicier, it's been marinating in Caribbean jerk with a little bit of soy sauce and whole black peppers and crushed red pepper. Is what it's been marinating in. So I'm doing here, just wringing off the extra marinade, because you don't need all that extra on there. And this is the time right here where if you do want to add some extra crushed red pepper, which I forgot to get. Now is the time that you would do it. And I do want to put some on there. I like it a little bit spicier, so just store brand crushed red pepper. Just open it up here. And this marinade's cold. Okay. already tell this is going to be good. It smells delicious. Okay. And then I do want some red pepper on there. Kind of got to be careful though, you know, you put a lot on the bottom of the tray because as you stack it up, you end up with more on the bottom pieces, so it ends up being spicier. And then once you got one row done, carefully we just stack another tray and ready to go. And I'm gonna load these up quick here, and then you'll get on to the actual drying part. Alright, so now we got 6 pretty much fully loaded trays and an empty bowl of marinade there. No more meat. So then the next step now, you got all this meat on and you try to get it spaced out, and you really don't want anything touching it if you can help it, because where they touch doesn't dry. Now the last step is just to put the actual dehydrator on and let it do its thing. You know, when you're drying jerky, my dehydrator says set it at the highest setting, which is 160. And I figure they know more about this stuff than I do, so I just do what they say. Got the lid on there. Just plug it in. We'll try to plug it in. Okay, so now we're plugged in. Alright, now we'll just basically just leave it alone now. It's been a little bit over 8 hours now. So I'm going to go ahead and check on it. Let's see what we ended up with over here. Look at it. It's like a thicker piece. Yeah, texture feels good. Kind of spongy. I don't like it leathery. I'm just going to try it out. That's what the inside looked like. That's good. I'll set this aside now. All I have to do is just package it up. It looks like after 8 hours of dehydrating, it goes in here. Take out a piece for me. I refrigerate mine because it lasts longer. And that's kind of how you make beef jerky.